All right, here we go. Our continuing series of quick touch interviews with the Texas Democratic House members, breaking quorum in various points outside of the state of Texas. Progress Texas podcasting director Chris Mosier here. We are joined for the first time, which is kind of surprising, strangely, by Houston State Rep Ann Johnson, who is in a rather nice, peaceful sort of setting, it looks like this morning. Are things nice and peaceful?
Good morning. It is right now, as everybody probably knows. They have not been.
Right.
But yes, we as Texas House Democrats are doing everything that we can to keep our safety and security intact. I really want to thank local law enforcement where we are who have been responding to what's happening. We are all receiving harassments and threats.
Sure.
It's a sad comment on where we are right now in politics, that we're so divided and things are so extreme. And you have folks like the governor, the attorney general in Texas, and the president suggesting to people that effectively they come after us. And
right.
It's not where we should be as a state or a nation.
Agreed. To back up, were you involved with the bomb threat scare that happened yesterday? And can you relate that experience if you were?
Yeah, we all were.
Okay.
It happened. We continue to receive harassment threats. Again, I think it's a sad comment on where we are. And the worst thing is it really is coming from Republican leadership. It's been coming. You know, we've seen Governor Abbott do things on his social media in opposition to his political opponents for months now. I have other friends who are judges who have equally been receiving harassment and threats. They've been exposing family members. It's just, they've gone too far. And I think it shows how desperate these guys are to appease Trump. I mean, they really have sold their soul. I mean, even Cornyn, who is trying to run against Paxton, is trying to out Paxton.
Mr. Reasonable, as it were.
Mr. Reasonable, Mr. Attorney General, Mr. Judge, Mr. Judiciary, Mr. Integrity, all of a sudden is doing everything that he can to erase to the bottom of the Republican primary acceptance, the fact that he is tripping all over himself to try to appease Trump. And now, despite the fact I know he knows better, to try to demonize us and set up this thing with the FBI.
It's strange. And I've been reviewing at least the Twitter accounts of all the major Republican elected officials to see if there's any condemnation of any kind of what, you know, a bomb threat in my mind is getting into terroristic sort of territory where that is truly outside the law. That's endangering people, whether or not there's actually a bomb, that's endangering people. That's putting people in harm's way. Not only the intended targets in this case, which is you guys, the quorum breakers, but there were dozens, if not hundreds of other people in that hotel and their families who were all now indirectly, really now directly involved in this situation based on terrible behavior. We keep waiting for there to be some degree of just basic human decency from the likes of Governor Abbott, Ken Paxton, John Cornyn, et cetera, on down the line to say, hey, guys, this is not cool. We're in a parliamentary sort of legislative standoff here. This is not about violence. It should not be about violence. And we condemn that violence. There's been nothing anywhere near that from any of these people.
Yeah. And, you know, don't forget about the element of law enforcement. I mean, these guys like to talk about how they support law enforcement. Rallying up their folks to do this kind of extremist behavior and create threats just means that local law enforcement actually has to engage.
That's right.
So, there's so many components to this that are just wrong about who we are as a state and for them as a party, that they can't stand up to this extremism in Trump. I mean, these guys literally are bending a knee and doing whatever this guy tells them, even though we all know they know better. I mean, they know better. They know they are cheating. They know they are stealing 5 seats. They know. They are actively trying to rig the next election because Trump is afraid of the voters. They're afraid to run on policy. They can't run on policy. They've been in charge of Texas for 30 years. So when you talk about having the highest rate of uninsured children in the nation and now having the big ugly bill that's going to knock millions more off coverage, that's all Republicans. When you talk about where we are in public education, the need to invest in public education, give every child an opportunity, that's not where they are. They bent the knee on vouchers for Trump. They're dismantling public and defunding public education. And in addition, they're giving checks out to the wealthiest individuals who don't need it. And so they're not advocating any good policy for Texans. And at this point, they're not working for the people. They are truly just invested in giving Trump the outcome he wants, which is help him fix the next election. And so as Texas Democrats, this quorum break, it is rooted in our Texas Constitution. The founding fathers said, we want the minority party to have a tool when the majority party has gone so far off the rails that they have lost their way to the integrity of the system. So this quorum break that we are doing, it's about every voter. It's about Republican voters. It's about Democratic voters. It's about ensuring that there really is the opportunity for every vote and every voice to matter. And it's why folks like myself and other Democrats for sessions have been offering an independent commission to redraw the lines. And so we have actually been putting our money where our mouth is by saying, let's get away from the partisan extremism and politicians drawing their own lines. And those bills don't even get a hearing in the Texas House. And so I hope that everybody will kind of rise up and say, this is a time where they've gone so far that we now recognize the power has to be put with the people.
Yes, absolutely. Agreed with that. And I know you're in a hurry to get to your next thing, Representative Johnson. So one quick final question I'll ask you. And again, this is the first time we've had you on, which I wish it were not. I wish we had a longer time to talk, and I hope we get another chance. I'm interested in your personal experience with this, and try as we can to put aside the stress of the last couple of days as the drama has really cranked up. We're talking about people who are, elected to represent their constituents. This is not a full-time job. This is something you guys are doing, out of democracy and out of backing up the places and the people who live in the places where you are from. Talk about your personal situation here, things that you've had to put on hold. Not only this terrible treatment that's coming your way over the last couple of days, but just the fact that you guys are taking on a personal sacrifice that's pretty significant, and having to leave the state and everything in your life behind for who knows how long.
Well, the price of us doing this is very small and compared to what gets lost if we don't do it. All of the threat to lose our position either in leadership, and then the threat to lose personal money and being fined every day. We make $600 a month in this job, and my colleagues are insistent on finding me personally $500 a day when I'm gone. Now we've had threats to our lives. And so these threats are real. They are happening. And I can make all that go away. All of that pressure on me personally can go away if I just go back to Austin, sit in my chair and shut up and let them pass the bill they want. If I do that to alleviate the stress on me personally, it kills the voices of every voter. And so where I am and where every Texas House Democrat is right now who's doing this quorum break, and there are folks that are with us, and there are folks that are with us on not being on the floor, and everybody's in different spots, and I am grateful for all of those who are not coming to the floor. Let me tell you, when a politician is more concerned with keeping their job than doing their job, they're not worthy of the job.
Absolutely.
And so please know that all of us that are doing this, they have said, we'll get you out of the job. And we've said that is some small price for us as individuals when we are here to take a stand for each and every voter and everybody, every child, your kids that will replace me in this job. We are fighting tooth and nail to preserve the integrity of the job that your kids should be taking in the future. This is not about us. This is about each one of you. And so courage is contagious. In this moment, when they are all coming after us, when you know what's happening with Trump is not right nationwide, courage is contagious. Stand up, get people to engage, inspire people to participate. Those people that work your grocery line and are just so beaten down by having to work 2 or 3 jobs just to get by. I know they don't want to engage and participate in politics, but if you're not participating in politics, politics is participating in you. So get out, get engaged, make sure you know who you're voting for. Vote for the folks that will actually stand up for a working wage, ensuring that you have access to health care and ensuring that you have access to public education for you and your children. It's all on the line right now.
Very, very good. Representative Ann Johnson of Houston, we are so proud of you guys, and we appreciate very much all that you're doing during this quorum break, and safety to all of you, and blessings to all of you, and we look forward to touching base again. Please let us know what's going on.
Thank you so much. Good morning.